Hey, Lee Brown, I'm telling you, man, that's one of the best answers I've got, man. In terms of, sometimes I think with the preseason work, man, I think sometimes people look at it, like it's a, like it's a preseason Super Bowl, man, and I think that, really you should be looking at that work as evaluating your team. Because, here in Florida, man, we play rec league football. You know what I mean? So our league is going to come, first. So, in the preseason work, man, it's just a matter of going out there and really just seeing where your team is, and that's really, what it's about. And I'm happy that, you look at it that way. So, like you said, you wanted to make sure your team just got at least one game, man. So before they get into their Florida Elite season, which is a very, very competitive, one of the most competitive leagues in the state, that, they at least get some live action to see where their teams are, because the preseason is not the Super Bowl.
Right, because you're not going to win the Super Bowl in no preseason. So I just try to make sure all the kids play so they can get familiar and that they can see what all the kids need to work on and stuff like that. Now, when you playing some of those national teams in the preseason, it's a different game to them.
Yeah.
Than it should be to you. Because you need to see where you at, but they trying to win. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're not in league. So they're not in league play. So they got a whole different mindset than what you should have if you in the conference of league. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most definitely, man. And I understand that fully. I think that is one of the huge differences when you're playing a lot of these national teams, is that in Florida we play a different style of football in terms of we don't really have independent teams out here. Whereas you go out of state and these teams aren't even in the league. So we're still playing rec league football out here, and for our teams to really go on a national stage and compete the way that we do, under the rules and the guidelines, of rec ball, that's just a testament, to the talent that we have, in the state of Florida.
Right. So people get it confused. Well, national people, I don't think they get it confused, but they try to use it as, okay, just say like the OG Duck.
Yeah.
11U team. They pick their players all over Cali. They go out and search. They get out for that one team.
Yes.
See, we as a conference, we split up. Our players are split up because we're trying to service everybody.
Yes.
But when you go nationally, you can just pick your players and stuff like that, and it's easier. So that's why when you see those rankings and you don't hardly see Florida teams, it's because the most of Florida teams trying to service our whole players and stuff like that in the conference, and they double agents and stuff like that. So they're trying to service more players. But when you could just, if I could just pinpoint one, if I just say, okay, let me just go get the best 8U players I can get. And I can just put an announcement out there. I'm looking for this. So of course I can compete nationally then. But my broad, some people, you can't forget about the whole process of servicing all the kids.
Yeah.
So and then when you get in the conference, that's what you got. And then you got to play for your conference too. You just can't be. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference like that. Yeah,
most definitely. Listen. I'm a Florida boy, man, and I love the style of play that we have, here in the state of Florida. And I think that rec league ball, I think, is very important. And I think these kids have plenty of time to be stars. You know what I mean? And I think that for us to compete on a national level, and we're still playing rec league ball, like I said, to me, that's a testament to guys like yourself, not in those guys, down south. Some of the things that that the Tampa Canes have done with Dez and those guys, winning national championships, out of a rec league format, man. I mean, that just goes to show you the type of talent that we have, that we can overcome, all of the restrictions that we have, that we just can't go and hand pick these teams. For the most part, we have to play who show up to our park. You know what I mean? And we're still competing at a high level. So, hey, man, hats off to you guys, man, for being able to do that.
Yeah, if you can compete nationally and you in the conference and stuff, it takes a lot. So, it takes a lot of good coaching, and you're doing pretty good when you can do that.
Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, man, you guys made a lot of noise last year, man. So, the word going around now, man, at the 12U level, man, that that the Polk County Mambas and the West Orlando Jags are pretty much a shoe in to fight for that the same Super Bowl spot, man. So You know, have you been paying attention to that West Orlando Jags 12U team?
Well, you can't help but pay attention to them. They beat them and feed them. They got a good they 11U program doing real good, excellent. So but it's a lot of 12U teams, man. Not just them. There's a lot of 12U teams in Florida League that you got to compete with. You got the Outlaws. You got Cypress out here, Cypress, and you got a lot of teams that you can't sleep on. So so West Orlando Jags doing their thing, man. They got a great president and stuff like that. So
yeah. KJ doing a great job over there, man. I'm very, very proud of what KJ is doing over there as a second year organization, man.
Yeah, KJ doing his thing real good.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, listen, so Lee Brown, man, we touched on Florida League a little bit, man. We're just talking about rec league play. So, just from your experience, you've been in Florida League about 4 years or so now. How tough is it, to win a Super Bowl over in Florida League, man?
Oh, it's extremely tough. Because you got to realize, I think you can look back, it's not that many teams that go undefeated in Florida League.
Gotcha.
You can check back, like, for instance, I say a couple years ago, the Polk County Chiefs had an 8U team.
Yeah.
And they lost 4 games that year. I think they lost 3 of them. I think they lost 4 games. They lost 4 games that year. They got hot in the playoffs and they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So and then you look at it like Osceola a couple years ago. I think it was Osceola. They played the Hurricanes a couple years ago, 10U. The Hurricanes beat them, I want to say 42-0, 45-0 early in the regular season. Okay. They played them in the Super Bowl. Osceola beat them.
Wow.
You see?
Yeah.
So it's good turnaround, man. I mean, it ain't cakewalks. Every week you gotta just be prepared to Florida League.
Yeah.
It's a great league.
Yeah. Hey, very, very, very competitive league, man. Like I said, I definitely have matched, one of the top 3 leagues in the state in terms of competition, man. Like I said, those guys are doing a good job, man. There's a lot of competition over there, man. The kids are, the teams are playing very, very good football, man.
Yeah, it's tough and it's growing too. Now you got the GTM Hurricanes, You got a few more other ones. You got a few more in Ocala and Sanford, Yeah. It's growing. It's growing.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. So, hey, Lee Brown, man. Before I let you go, man, is there anything that you want to add? Anything you feel the audience needs to know, man?
No, man. I'm just thankful for the mamas to be out there. We're gonna put on the show, man. Everybody come pay your little money to me. Come see us, man. We the best thing going right now. Being real, y'all just want me to just be real. We the best thing going. And if y'all got a problem with it, y'all can meet us on the 50-yard line. And y'all shop at Jared, man. He the best man. He got the best uniforms and all this type of stuff, man. Y'all shop at it, man. Jared doing his thing, man. Y'all need to holler at him.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Hey, before you go, man, hey, let the people know who you got for your jamboree, man, so they can come and support you, man.
Yeah, we got Largo, man. Y'all got to worry about it. You can throw your trash on the floor, all on the ground and stuff, because we going to sweep it up, man. We going to sweep them, we going to sweep it up. It won't be nothing left on the field.
Lee Brian said y'all go sweep Largo, man.
Yeah, man, we going to clean the field up for him, man. Somebody got to do it.
Hey, man, on that note, Lee Brown, man, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, man. Double salute to you, boss. Hey, Lee Brown, man, I appreciate you. Hey, man, I appreciate you as always coming on to the show, man. Man, you got all my information, so if there's ever anything, I can do for you, man, I'm here to help, bro.
I got you, brother. Appreciate it.
And I appreciate you, Lee. All right. All righty, guys. With that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude my show. Guys, again, I want to thank, President and 12U head coach, Lee Brown of the Polk County Mambas, man. Lee Brown's a great guy. He's been around youth football for a long time, and he's done everything, that he could to make sure that he has a positive impact, on youth football. And guys, before I go, I just want to let you guys know that I'm a Florida boy through and through. This is the great state of Florida. We play the absolute best youth football in the country, guys. I make no apologies about it. I'm going to represent the state of Florida and the youth of the state of Florida until I hit the dirt, guys, and I make no apologies about it. Double salute. I love you guys to death, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.